Hi everyone, this is Sabrina. I'm here with a project share. I made this altered box for the Not So Secret Santa swap that I'm in, that's being hosted by Created to Create, who is Ida Martinez. I like using these craft boxes that I get. These craft boxes, I don't know, my camera's not high enough, are by Celebrate It, and I get these from Michael's. They actually have them in black and in white as well, but for some reason, I don't know, I'm always drawn to the craft ones. And this particular size is 10 by 12 by 2 inches. Hold on one second. I didn't use an outright, like I didn't use a Christmas theme on purpose, because I know that not everybody celebrates the season the same way. So to me, I think the box can be used, I think, like if you put poinsettia or snowflakes or even like a Christmas sentiment, I think the box can be made into a more Christmas themed box. But the point was also to give the recipients the option, like if they wanted to use it, obviously it can be a spring box because of the roses on it, or excuse me, or Valentine's, you know, by adding hearts or whatever. It could be shabbied up quite a bit. I actually had to contain myself and keep myself from embellishing too much, because I could have gone on and on and on forever with this box. But I didn't want to put any dimension on the box for two reasons. I was already paying for the extra shipping in the swap, and I didn't want to continue to just like bulk up the box. And secondly, I'm going to wrap the box, so I didn't want to get stuck with the extra challenge of trying to wrap up the box if it had too much dimension on it. So what I did instead was I wanted to create texture on the box, and I used these collage papers by Tim Holtz, which I am absolutely loving right now. So I used the collage paper, and I colored like one or two on the other box. I think I colored two of the images, and I don't know if the camera's picking it up because it is in black and white. So I just did some light coloring on the actual collage paper, and then I used Mod Podge. I used a combination of Mod Podge and this Tim Holtz, Ranger Tim Holtz Distress collage medium, the crazing one. And so the Mod Podge dries shiny, and I'm sure, well, you can see it a little bit, the camera's not going to pick up all of it, but the Mod Podge dries shiny, and then the matte medium, it dries matte, but there's, I don't know if I can catch it where you can see the crazing has these like little crackles. So it just adds a little bit of extra texture to the box. And then instead of trying to adhere the collage paper down smoothly, as I was adhering it, I would make like very small wrinkles or tiny folds. And again, that was just to add further texture to the box. Let me see, I'm going to open it. So I collaged over the top, and then on these two sides of the top lid, and then on the bottom I collaged around all four sides. So on the inside I used, you guys know I love my embellishment mousse that I'm always talking about. So I used the embellishment mousse, and I went over the inside edges of the box and just the edging, what I call like, you know, the edges all around the box, and then the inside. And then I went over the embellishment mousse with a layer of the the clear glitterific and a little bit of this iridescent glitter. And I don't know if you can, yeah, you should be able to see all the little sparkle on the inside. And then I used the Prima paper to line the inside of the top and the bottom of the box. And after I did the first box, I decided I didn't like the orientation that way. But not that I didn't like it, I wanted to see what it looked like the other way. So then the other boxes, I changed. This one goes up and down, and then this way I changed the orientation to sideways instead. And I know it's a little bit difficult because my camera is not all the way up. So next I used double-sided tape, which is another one of my favorite crafty items. And this antique silver. This is called Silk. It's Elizabeth Crafts Silk Microfine Glitter. And it really is microfine glitter. With this glitter, when you actually burnish it into the double-sided tape, it kind of almost feels like suede. So again, this was my attempt to just add another layer of texture to the box without actually using embellishments, or without putting extra dimension on the box. Then I went over the top edges of the box with texture paste. I used texture paste and I heat embossed. This is called Turkish Nights Embossing Glitter. And I had a couple people ask me on one of my other projects, it looks like it could be stickles, but it's not. This is actually embossing glitter, and what it is, it's embossing powder that has glitter in it. Recollections has one. That was the gold one I used in one of my other projects, and I can't remember the name of it, but it was by Recollections, and again, it's called embossing glitter. I used the texture paste because when you heat set the texture paste, I don't know if you could see it, it bubbles up, and so to me, in my little fantasy world, it reminded me of like pink snow. So I did that around the edges, the two edges of the box. And then I used my dies to cut out Peace, Love, and Joy. And this is actually glittered foam. Not foam, pardon me, glittered felt that I found at Target. These are felt pieces that are glittered up top. And then I added a piece of foam. I cut out the foam under this. I cut it out of the felt and out of the foam just to try to pop this up just a little bit. So that was about the only dimension that I gave the box. I did also collage, and I left it inconspicuous on purpose. The letter there, I did each recipient's initial. So right there, you can see an I. On this one, there's a C. And this one here is the S. And it's kind of faint, and I left it inconspicuous on purpose because, once again, my idea is that if any of the ladies want to reuse the box, regift the box, change it up, that the letter can be very easily, it almost looks like part of the other collage paper, but it's very easily covered up. And then I added some gems and some bling just because I have to. I put a heart there, and I really think the box came out so pretty. I tend to question myself, because I put a lot of effort. I put a lot of thought and a lot of effort into it. I was like, well, why didn't I just go and buy, one of those pretty boxes that I see, especially at Tuesday Morning. And I never buy them. I see them and I admire them, and I never buy them. To me, especially when I'm giving something to another crafty person, I like to be able to try to personalize it in some way. But even more than that, I think for me, I like to give other people who create something that they can't just readily buy in the store. And that's why, you know I could go to the store and I can buy one of those boxes and then, add whatever embellishments to it. But the goal was for me to use some of the things that I had already purchased, and I wanted to make something that these ladies, couldn't just go right to the store and purchase. So I hope they love it. Sorry. I hope they love it. I'll probably be back with another video on the full outgoing swap, and show some of the things, some of the goodies that'll be placed inside of this box. So that's all for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day. God bless you all, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.